What's up, everybody? It's Dr. Laura Pence here with the video series, Understanding Your Greatest Self. Today, we're going to talk about ways of relating and why this is important, right? Why, when you're working on self-development and working on self-exploration, it's important for you to dive into this topic of ways of relating. So from my perspective, the reason why it's important to talk about this and why we're going to unpack it a little bit here on this series is because how you relate to others massively impacts your impact on the world in terms of how you show up, right? And how you engage in relationships. And relationships are central to your being and to your functioning as a human. Because as you've probably heard like many, many times now, it's all around the internet, is that we are wired for connection, right? We are meant to connect with other humans. We are meant to be in a tribe. We are meant to be together. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that if we don't really like being in a big group of people, that we need to force ourselves to be there. But as humans, we get so much from connecting with one another, right? So how you relate to other individuals is really important. And it's important for you to understand what your role is in that relating process, right? Are you somebody who generally fends off relationships and finds yourself distrusting or finds yourself, putting up a wall in relationships? Or are you somebody that makes yourself incredibly available to relationships, maybe sometimes even too much, letting yourself, expose so many parts of yourself that, maybe there are some that you want to keep a little bit quiet, but you just can't help it sometimes, right? So understanding your own ways of relating is really important because then it will give you more information of how you trust, where your boundary system lays, and what wounds maybe need to heal so that you can actually relate in a more meaningful way to the people in your life. So, your key question of the week is, what do you know about yourself in regards to your own ways of relating, right? So you can go back to what I said earlier, like, are you somebody that moves towards people or moves away from people? Are you somebody that trusts people or generally has a difficult time trusting people? Are you somebody that makes yourself incredibly open and available, or do you close yourself off? What do you know about yourself as it relates to your ways of relating to other individuals? Just write some stuff down, like do some exploring with it, sit with it for a few minutes and see kind of what comes up for you, okay? So join us for our next episode because we're going to explore the topic of boundaries. And boundaries are so important to understand because they're really all about ways in which you establish healthy relationships, right? So make sure that you're joining us for that next episode. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, like, comment, share. Like, I want you engaging and I want more information about maybe what you're interested in so that I can start bringing it into this video series. Okay, I'll see you next time. We are talking about feelings, right? And how to manage emotions. And on today's episode, oh wait, can I start over?